Demand generation versus lead generation. Which one are you doing more of in your business? Chances are you're doing a combination of both, right? You're generating leads through cold calling or reaching out or attending events or hosting a webinar of some sort. And you're also doing demand generation, which is putting valuable content out there through social media, through an online course, through your website and a blog or a podcast or video, where you're generating interest and you're creating awareness for your brand and ultimately helping your ideal customers with a particular pain point or a problem that they're having, and you're showing how you can go about solving that problem for them. I'm going to talk about in this video this week. It's about demand generation and how you can really leverage the information and the content and you in order to create more demand and to help others find you through your content efforts. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi, I'm Vicki O'Neill, and I help small business owners with their marketing efforts, leveraging what content they have, and then really elevating that and taking it to the next level so that they can generate more business with the resources they have available to them. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit subscribe and stay tuned for this entire video so that you can like it and share it. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Before I jump into some strategies that can help you with demand generation, I think it's first important to mention that there are three key components of a successful demand generation strategy. And those three things are the players, the methods, and the goals. So the players are your ideal customers. You need to understand who those people are so that you understand not only what their pain points are. She's making a visit again. I wonder if this is going to be a weekly appearance. But the players, so that you know who they are, where they're spending time, and ultimately how you can help them. The second thing is the methods. Where are they spending time and how do they best abstract and understand and really absorb information to help with whatever reason they are spending time on those platforms. And the third thing is the goals. And you really need to stay tuned to what your business goals are and making sure that everything that you're doing ties back to one of your business goals in one way or another. So keep those three things in mind as we move forward with these successful demand generation strategies. I'm going to review three demand generation strategies that you can implement, and you may already have these in place right now. But if you're listening or watching this video, you might be looking at how you can better leverage or maximize resources that you currently have in order to create more demand for your products and services. And the first thing is your website. I know through experience, and especially recent experience, that there are a lot of small businesses that either have a really outdated website or they don't have a website at all. And they're spending most of their time on a social media platform and really putting all of their eggs in that one basket. Now, I'm recording this video after we had a lockout, essentially, where Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp went down for 6.5 hours. And I know that there are some businesses that rely 100% on Facebook for running their business and connecting with their customers and ideal customers, prospects, everybody. In fact, there are businesses that use Facebook for their website. Now, hopefully that was a lesson learned in understanding the importance of having a website outside of just a social media channel. Now, of course, your social media channel serves a lot of purposes, and if that's where you built your business, then you'll want to continue to do that. But learning from this experience of having a system that you rely on so much go down is a way to say, hey, I really need to invest in having something that I own outside of a social media platform and really build a web presence where you're going to expand your brand in ways that you hadn't even imagined possible. On Facebook, you're creating that demand through interacting with prospects, reaching out to people and DMing and tagging and participating in groups and all the goodness of Facebook. But what you're missing out on is the SEO and the brand awareness and creating interest in your brand through organic measures outside of a social media platform. But if you have a website currently and you just don't have it updated and you really need to spend some time in doing that, I highly recommend that you do, because prospects and customers and people who want to buy from you will look at your website as a way of determining whether or not you're fully interested, invested in your business or not. Your website says a lot about who you are, the business that you run, and what your prospects and customers can expect by doing business with you. So if you don't have one, you really do need to get one, and you can build websites super easy on Wix or Squarespace. And if you want to invest in having that outsourced, then you can create one in WordPress. It's a little bit more difficult, but if you're up for the challenge, then you can go ahead and do that. But if you want help with that, then I will include a link below where you can reach out to me and I will connect you with some resources that can help you do that. The second thing is, and it's a really big bucket, and I've spent so much time in all kinds of other videos, which I'll link to here, at least one or a playlist on my YouTube channel that you can go and access. But this one's about content, and content is the infrastructure, the backbone, the dots that connect everything in your business to your prospects. Now, we're very fortunate in this digital world that we have all kinds of choices to not only create content, but engage with people on different platforms. Like I mentioned earlier with Facebook, but of course you've got Instagram and LinkedIn and Twitter and Pinterest and all the others, that you can engage with people and really connect with them in a way that they want to be connected with. So there's some people who enjoy the chat. So if you have a chat window on your website, or people would like to have one-on-one conversations through a DM, then you want to engage with them with direct messages on those different platforms, or through email. Email is your biggest asset outside of your employees and your website from a digital landscape perspective. But look at the different ways that you can create content in text, through blogging, through social media, audio. They can be audio clips, they can be through a podcast, or doing video, which you can create on any platform organically within the application, or create one like I am right now and then upload it to different platforms, either using YouTube as your hosting agent and linking to it, or the same video or video clip from this one that you can then upload and include on any of the other social channels. So your content is an extremely critical point of creating that demand, because knowing what your ideal customers' pain points are and addressing that in your content, that's going to not only create the awareness, but the interest, and then really helping them understand what those steps are in order to go from here's my problem to here's the solution, and making that process and that journey as easy and seamless as possible. That's what they're going to be talking about. And that's what's ultimately going to create additional demand for your products and services, is based on the experiences that you're creating for people who already know, like, and trust you. That's the key with the whole demand generation thing, is that it does take time. But just like with anything else, you need to plant the seeds, have the resources in place, and really cultivate and nurture that process so that you can ultimately create the demand in the end. So that's all I have for you this week. Let me know what you're doing today to cultivate your process, or what you're doing that's working really effectively and it's contributing to a ton of success in your business. That is demand generation strategies. I would love to hear from you. So leave those in the comments below. As always, if there's anything I can do for you, also leave any questions in the comments as well, and I respond to those as soon as I see them. So again, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I appreciate you investing time in me, my content, in this channel. And until next time, make today great.